field in this building for a short program. Was the Champion Series final, which became the Grand Prix final, of course, a couple of years later. But that was an incredible competition. We might see something similar this time around.
What made that one so amazing were the quads, and you will see them here in the required elements of the short program, particularly for the eligible skaters. And probably the guy I'm going to put my money on for the quad is the current world champion, Alexei Yagudin from Russia.
Who, by the way, is experimenting with a couple of other quadruple jumps that he might plan on putting into his Gladiator program, his free skate, later this season.
Recognizing that it is not enough to just have one quad. His elements will be the following. He will start the program with his quad toe, which is in combination with a planned triple toe. Then you see the way they trickle on down, the triple axel. His individual triple jump, the triple lutz. It must be entered from a series of footwork steps, several spins, and 2 footwork sequences.
Alexei Yagudin, just 20 years old, 3-time world champion consecutively now. Stephen Cousins never won a world championships, but he has been the king of British skating for so many years.
And a tremendous crowd following here in Canada. He lives now in Barrie and trains here.
Now a professional, Stephen Cousins. Crowd favorite, too. And speaking of crowd favorites, the incomparable Kurt Browning, and we pass on our belated condolences to Kurt and family. And his mom passed away this summer. It's been a struggle for Kurt.
But his dad is here.
And Dewey is here. And boy, so many events we've been to, and we will never forget Mrs. Browning watching her son, and so proud, beaming at the moments that Kurt Browning delivered for so many Canadians for so many years.
Mr. Footwork, one of the most original and innovative skaters ever. Another skater who will be attempting the quad, Todd Eldridge, former world champion.
This is practice time for the quad for him because he needs it. He's still eligible, still skating on, and you need it.
Oh, and
there it is.
Thank you, Todd.
But Todd, we need it in the short program and maybe in the free skate as well. Down the road, certainly in his eligible ranks. He's going to need it.
Skaters realize it's one thing to be able to do an element in practice. It's quite something else to have to do it in a program, and something else again under the judge's eye.
His longtime rival Elvis Stojko not here. Replacing him is Emmanuel Sandou, second in the Canadian men's ranks. It's been a trying year for Emmanuel Sandou as well. He kind of burned himself out, and he went on a 2-month odyssey, kind of just left the planet, did his own thing, and learned a lot about himself, or so he says.
It's all just about the skating. And I'm like, I need to get into a different world here. I need to experience some other aspect of life. And when I was, on my journey, it was the biggest reality check I've ever had in my life. It was like crash down to earth. And I thought I was a pretty down to earth person before, but I mean, what I saw when I was away and what I, experienced was really like eye-opening. It was, as I said, the biggest turning point in my life.
Emmanuel Sandou did not skate, has not revealed where he went and what he did, but whatever he did, he has a renewed focus.
He has, and he has come back, I think from my perspective, he has come back an older, wiser young man who is now skating because he wants to, and not to please anybody else, including the National Federation, including his coach or his parents. He is here because he wants to be.